What is going on, good and wonderful people? Here bringing our video. Today, the Golden Knights fired head coach Bruce Cassidy, who joined in 2022-2023 and has been there for 4 seasons and is finishing a record of 178 games won and 99 losses and 43 overtime losses as head coach. And he helped the Knights in his first season as head coach win the Stanley Cup in 2023. He came in after Peter DeBoer was fired after they missed the playoffs in 2022. And the Knights this year has been a struggle. Ever since they made that first round pick trade for that Calgary defenseman, everything's just gone downhill. And there's 74 games played this season. There's not many games left this season. And the record is 32 wins, 26 losses, 16 overtime losses. And they're going to finish with more losses than wins this season. And the way they're playing, they're heading towards a first-round exit if they even get into the playoffs. And their goals for is 232 and goals against 234. And that is not a good thing for a team that's supposed to be a juggernaut this year. With the talent they got with Mark Stone, Jack Eichel, Thomas Hertl, who else? Barbashev, Pablo Dorfia in the top 6. And Mitch Marner, who they got in the summer when he was on an expiring contract. And they traded Nicholas Waugh, a decent player in their bottom 6. Their top scorers this year are Eichel with 25 goals, 53 points, 78 points. Marner has been playing solid with a plus 14. Eichel has a plus 12. Stone has 23 goals, 64 points, 41 assists. Pablo Dorfia, 60 points, but he's a minus 3. This year is just something. And this team was supposed to win the Pacific in a landslide. This team was also supposed to be a juggernaut, especially when they were supposed to fix goaltender problems with getting Carter Hart. And yes, keep the trial comments to yourself. I'm not going to get into that stuff. It's just been a really, really rough year for the Knights since that big trade they made. And the bottom 6 is not producing as they would want to. What I've seen and looking at the stats, and you look in this, you got, let me take a look. Their highest thing in the bottom 6 is Brandon Bowman, who's definitely earned a spot next season in the lineup. But I don't think this is really Bruce Cassidy's fault because they got a goaltender problem. First off, they have Aiden Hill, who looks like it was a fluke. I hate using that word, but it looks like he got hot at the right time. And they got Smid, who has 16 wins, 34 games played, 10 losses, 2.59 goals against average. They were banking on Hart to save them, but he got injured. Carl Wibblum is the 4th straight goaltender. He's the 4th guy in net. But yeah, this team was either that trade they made, Gabriel Zach Whitecloud, really affected chemistry. I don't know. Ever since they made that trade to Calgary, it's fallen apart. Honestly, this late in the season, which we're about to enter April, the best time would have been to fire Cassidy. Would have been a few weeks ago, 4 to 5 weeks ago, coming off the winter break with the Winter Olympics. But I really think it's because the team's just getting older. Obviously they're not in rebuild stage, but they have been going all in over and over every year and trading picks, prospects. I think it's just we're reaching the point where we got to go through a retool and not go crazy at the deadline. Honestly, this team is heading for a first round exit if they get into the playoffs, and I really think it's time for the team to get some like younger pieces and say goodbye to players like Riley Smith, even Wild Bill, who they really have missed this year for third line centerman depth. But he's always hurt a lot, Wild Bill. Like, don't get me wrong, he's my favorite Golden Knights misfit, but the team is getting older, and I really think a retool where you say goodbye to players, also like Brandon Saad and some other guys, like to get some younger, fresh blood in the bottom six, and maybe some in the top six. Because hockey's a speed-based game. I'm not talking about a rebuild. I'm talking about like a retool. That's something that they're going to need. And who they're replacing Bruce Cassidy with is John Tortorella as the head coach for the remaining of the season. And I don't like this guy. Like he can go batshit crazy at times, John Tortorella. Like, I can show some clips. Like, remember that locker room thing? Like, there's times he does lose his temper too much. Like, I don't like this guy. But, hey, if he can get the team into the playoffs next season, if he's going to be... Let's see how he does. Like, if he can get them on a little bit better going, we'll see what happens. But as for Bruce, I thank him for everything. They've only won one playoff series since winning that cup in 23. When you win a Stanley Cup, it gets harder to get back to the finals, but also it gets harder to win playoff series after winning a cup. Like, there's multiple examples, but as for Bruce, like, most coaches only last 4 to 5 years, and that's pretty much a thing now. Like, it sucks to see Bruce go. I hope he continues to find success somewhere else. Like, he wasn't a bad coach, but part of me believes just the team is just getting older and they need to do some retool and fresher legs in the lineup, like Bowman and Pablo Dorfia. Anyway, what do you guys think? How are you feeling? Are you sad? You happy about Tortorella? What do you think's going to happen?